Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 3 in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sport. So we are racing at Sardegna Road Track C for 25 laps, and we're going in to take the second part of the Gr.4 category. We'll be ready to go. So maybe this is going to be a different time change since daylight savings has arrived. So I hope this might have to move forward to take the 4th round. We'll be moving on to be in Saturdays, while Nations Cup will be taking place on Wednesdays. But this is going to be taking the next 3 rounds. We'll proceed to move forward. So let's get prepared, but this might have a 1 required tire only for the regulation. So make sure check the balance of performance regulations. We'll be setting up automatically to be starting out on the racing soft compound tires to use in practice sessions. So maybe this might have to take for only strategies to avoid a 1-minute penalty. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to join anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. Let's go for the 3rd round in the 2021 Hyperion Series Manufacturer Series is about to begin. I hope everybody will be ready to go to take on the C-Course playout on Sardegna. Here's Everton Fuku from Brazil in 1st place in the Peugeot RC Set, and here's Swick 62 in 2nd place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. 3rd place driver is Looney FFC AC in the Jaguar F-Type. Here's Dan Hawkeye in 4th place in the Peugeot RC Set with a Red Bull livery theme. And here's K-John 95 in 5th place for the Nissan GTR is ready to go. RCYR 250 takes 6th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. And here's the 7th place driver DRP 1712 from Brazil. And here's from Chile from 8th place M Montoya 10 in the BMW M4. And here's the 9th place driver AGT Toriello is now ready to go. And here's Chepgon War in 10th place for the Jaguar F-Type Group 4. And here's Suda 402A in 11th place for the anime style of the Ferrari 458 Italia. And here's Santana _ Tiago in 12th place. And here's myself in 13th place for the UDRS Sportec livery. We'll be ready to join in. Wesley _ J in 14th place for the Subaru WRX Group 4. And here's NTCT Tenacity 777 in 15th place for the Ferrari 458 Italia. And here's Goku Black 604 in 16th place for the Chevy Corvette. PR Southman is now taking 17th place for the Toyota H6. And here's Gabriel Category in 18th place. LN Nuo in 19th place for the Jaguar F-Type Group 4. So looks like this is going to be a 25 lap challenge. We'll be ready to do a rolling start at the hill climb near at the final corner at the hairpin. So better make sure this might have a pretty good, tough, interesting strategy we'll have to go endure. So let's commence the rolling start. We'll be ready to go to be on the straightaway, so better make sure this might have 3 seconds on the clock. Going underway to take part on the 3rd round in the Manufacturer Series in the 2021 Hyperion Series is going underway. Good luck out there, folks. But remember, this is going to be on the slipstream. We'll have to stay on the formation line. Coming in at the 1st corner. Better keep pressing in onto the brakes. This is going to be a lot of effort out there, and we have one BMW is slowing down at the sand trap, and Montoya 10 is dropping down onto 13th place. UTRS is moving on to 12th place to continue the chase to step up towards onto the other drivers. Now turn 4 is going to be going smoothly at the left, so this is going to be going down the hill at the end of sector 1. Going into sector 2, we'll be stepping in because this is going to be a lot of curves. We'll have to go speed into a good effort pace. Now coming in at the final corner at the hairpin. Oh man, it looks like we have one Jaguar just barely lose control by taking a hit at the barrier. It looks like Porsche is going in by a maneuver turn. We'll have to change to a different lane, but this is going to be catching up on Tsuda 402A in the Ferrari. First lap down, moving on to lap number 2, and we have Dan Hawkeye for the fastest lap time for 1 minute and 5.321 seconds. This is going to be a perfect lap time out there, folks. By a decimal of 321, and a perfect driver will be taking the first lap by the warm-up. Way to go, Dan Hawkeye. First place for him, and he's going in to take a lot of good motivation to be taking on for a brilliant podium finish. Now going in onto Sector 2 for UTRS to catch up on Tsuda 402A in the Ferrari 458 Italia. This is going to get a little bit more neck on neck out there. Coming in at the final turn, smoothly in and going on the overtake. That's the ticket. This might put me in onto 9th place. Only 8 more to go, because this strategy will come in handy to be using with the medium racing compound tires. Will have to go endurance. Third lap will be going forward, so it looks like K-John95 took the fastest lap time for 57.730 seconds. This is going to be the only common challenge that everybody will have to go fast to beat the time by only 56 seconds by a decimal time. Now here comes, this is going to get a little bit formation out there at the next turn. Chef Gr.4 is now going on to 8th place, while Swick 62 is now going forward to catch up onto the 6th place driver. Going downhill is going to get a little bit uphill towards the final corner. This is going to be having a lot of good clean turns. We'll have to stay on the inside. Hold on, looks like AGT underscore Toriello is now spawning out at the final turn at the hairpin. This is going to be intense out there, folks. It's all man. Looks like we have a little bit more fierce troubling out there. But we remember, no hitting contact on the straightaways before moving on to the next lap. Oh, I can see it out there. This is going to be a little bit more careful. Just going to have to do a little bit racing manners. We'll have to take a little bit respect. Now, coming in to overtake Swick 62 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. Going in onto the side-by-side for UTRS to make my way to the next turn. And Porsche will be going on the offense to catch up onto UTRS when I'm in 7th place. Going down the hill at Sector 2. Just going to have to keep racing down towards coming right back up on the hill. Pulling up the brake. Looks like this is going to go a little bit oversteer. And it looks like Swick 62 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport overtakes UTRS and put me back down onto 8th place. But this is going to be having a little bit take back, going side by side towards the 5th lap at the end of the first wave. It looks like Everton Fuku just took the fastest lap time by 57 seconds with a decimal of 295. Looks like this is going to be pretty challenging to see how fast this racers can go. It looks like K-John95 is going in to take the lead. Dan Hawkeye could probably have to stay in 2nd place. And hold on, looks like the 3rd place driver, RCYR250, is now going into the top 3 position. This is going to be a very good, proud opportunity for 3 USA drivers. We'll have to take the best moment to be in the good finishing highlights. Coming in onto the last minute, sliding in towards the final corner is going to get a little bit risky. Getting a little bit happy outside, and now it looks like Swick 62 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is going in onto my tail by only 0.3 seconds behind. Now we're entered the 2nd wave for lap number 6. Chef Gr.4 and DRP 1712 is going in at the first corner by the ropes. And this is going to get a little bit challenging struggle out there on the Pescia. It looks like Jaguar is moving on to take 5th place, but I cannot believe it. This is going to be a little bit hard challenge out there to have the FR and the FF will be doing a most fierce, intense battle. Gonna have to keep going in onto the ropes, but this might take Sector 2, will go down the hill. Very good. Looks like this is going to be on the formation lineup, but it gets a little bit far behind for DRP 1712 from Brazil. Just keep going. Looks like this is going to be on for the chase. And we have an update on the fastest lap time. Was K-John95 is taking on for a successful 57-second time run with a decimal of 276. He's going at it, folks. K-John95 is going in to take that fastest moment out there whenever he can probably have to take that chance to win. But meanwhile, Swick62 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is coming right in on the aggressive approach after I've been overtaken. Now this is going to be taking on the next turn, is going to go on the inside. Hold on, looks like this is going to get a little bit contact. Don't want to get caught in the penalty. Looks like this is going to be having Santana_Tiago is going on the overtake. That was so close, so I bet this is going to give a little bit more monitored check out there. Nothing else get caught in the 0.5 second penalty for UDRS. Always going to have to take a little bit exercise caution. Very good, so looks like this one might have to take a little bit usual on turn 4. We'll have to keep a little bit careful, but it gets a little bit taking on for having a steering left turn approach. So now we're about to be going in on to lap number 8. Santana_Tiago in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is now going in to take Swick62 place. But this is separate, and might be having an official livery we'll have to take on with a custom variant. I hope UDRS will have to figure it out to find a good strategy. We'll have to deal with the opponent in a much stronger capability. It gets a little bit stronger out there for Santana_Tiago. Dropping down onto 8th place and moving back onto Sector 2. Just going to have that final turn to get ready. Going on the inside. Santana is going to stay on the middle section. It looks like Swick62 is going in to take a little bit comeback by closing in by 0.8 seconds behind when I'm in 8th place. We have RCYR250 just barely made an updated time on the decimal of 0.266 seconds at the same second record on 57. This is going to be a pretty tough challenge out there, folks. Everybody is still going fast by using the Gr.4 category to be taking on the C-course layout in Sardegna. But it gets a little bit risky out there. Just going to go on for a little bit attempted recovery. But that one might be the only advantage for Swick62 after a little bit miscalculated onto the turns by having a wear effect on the medium racing compound tires. And it goes on for having 2 Porsches for UDRS and a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 is going to be on the chase. And we have Gr.4 and the Ferrari 458 Italia is closing in onto my current position. I gotta have to catch up onto Swick62. There you go. Now entered the 10th lap at the end of the second wave. Gonna get closer. Looks like this is gonna get a little bit tricky. And then Ferrari is closing in onto Chevrolet, but that was going to be a little bit more neck on neck onto the distance. Gonna have to defend myself. Coming in onto the next turn, we'll do the same. Successful finish. Now, coming right back in onto Sector 2. I bet this is going to be a pretty tough challenge. We'll be going downhill and uphill onto the second sector. So hold on. We have 2 drivers are entered the pits by using the soft racing compound tires. Better make sure this one might have to keep using the medium racing compound tires. Will have to go endurance. But luckily, 2 drivers will be coming out to the pits at the early time. So luckily, I'll be moving on to take position number 6 to keep a good eye out onto the top 5 drivers. Now going in onto the first corner, Gr.4 is ongoing to catch up onto my position, but he's currently on to 7th place. Gonna have to stay strong for UDRS to take the 11th lap. Now enter the 3rd wave. It gets a little bit shocking out there, but he's going on the inside approach, and he overtakes. Gr.4 in the Ferrari 458 Italia passes me. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit more risky before coming right back in at the final corner. But wait, looks like Porsche is now coming in. This is going to get a little bit double trouble for UTRS to dealing with two mid-engine layouts. So now this might have to close back in on the line. And here comes the 12th lap. This is going to be on the ongoing chase out there for Chevrolet to catch with Ferrari. Goes right back in at the first corner. And it looks like Porsche is now storming in. Oh, that was so close. That was definitely so close, and I'm coming right back in onto the same position. Swick 62 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is staying on 8th place. That one might have UTRS will stay strong to keep pushing towards Ferrari in 6th place, along with the top 5 drivers out there to be ongoing. But luckily, they could probably have to take a lot of motivation to do the endurance. Hold on, looks like this is going to get a little bit risky. He pushed me towards the outside corner at the final turn. That was going to be a little bit close call. Man, that was going to be a little bit tougher it goes, because pulling the brake whenever every opponent will be able to take exercise caution at the hairpin is going to get a little bit more tricky as usual. Now it's going to get a little bit tougher out there, doing the same thing again. Come on, keep going at it. Swick 62 is now going on the approach. Gonna have to take the next turn at the left. And he slows down by the sand trap, and that will might have UTRS will take the little comeback by 7th place. That's the ticket. That one might take sector 2, will go down the hill before coming right back up onto the hairpin. That was going to be pretty good and excellent for taking a little bit patient standby. It looks like we have a Chile driver from 8th place is now coming in. And Montoya 10 is now closing in by the gap distance of 0.8 seconds behind. This is going to get a little bit more challenging out there from a Gran Turismo player in South America. This is going to get a little bit more strategies we'll have to take. Moving on to the 14th lap. Everybody is still going at it, including the top 3 drivers. Everton Fuku is now in the lead, and luckily for the Canadian driver in 2nd place, Gr.4 is now going on the rush to catch up onto the 1st place driver from Brazil. And Dan Hawkeye is now coming right back in onto 3rd place. You can do it, Dan Hawkeye, you can do it. This is going to be taking a lot of more efforts to take. Now, this is going to have to take that final hairpin. We'll be moving on to the next lap. So it looks like we're about to be leaving the 2nd wave before moving on to take the 3rd wave. We'll be taking on the halfway conclusion. This is going to be doing a lot of more ongoing strategies to see how the tires will have to be make it out for last. Here comes the first corner again, folks. Gonna have to use that blue glimpse. Take that good direction. K-John 95 is now coming in to overtake M. Montoya 10 from Chile. Hold on, looks like this is gonna have to slow down. Better watch out for the sand trap, folks. And we have Nissan GTR is now passing me to be moving down onto a place for Chevrolet. UTRS has been overtaken by Nissan. Now it's going to get a little bit more compact out there, but it takes a lot of more endurance on the slipstream. We'll have to stay on the line. Everybody is still trying to do their best, and luckily Dan Hawkeye is now entered the pits by using the medium racing compound tires. If possible, whenever things will get a little bit more handling situation, to take a good look onto the tires, but it might take the effect at the top right. Going forward to take the 16th lap, the battle still rages on for the 7 drivers. We'll have to climb up onto a different position, but it gets a little bit left turn. We'll be going in at the 3rd corner. Keep going at it. Oh man, it looks like the yellow flag just barely called in. Suda 402A in the Ferrari 458 Italia just took a spun out. That one might have the opportunity for only 2 drivers will proceed forward. No wait, 3 drivers will be taking the opportunity to be moved forward to take a different position. So luckily, Santana _Tiago and Chef Gr.4 is now entered the pits. I bet these two drivers could probably have to keep up the pace before coming out in the pits at any second. And here comes the 17th lap. But this is going to be a good news for UDRS to be moving on to take 4th place. Put me in onto the top 5 spot out there, ladies and gentlemen. Polypodic Digital really love to see some good racing moment out there. That might take a good standby moment for every drivers will have a few endurance whenever it takes. So far so good. Looks like this is going to get a little bit more closing in onto the gap, while DRP 1712 is now slowing down for taking a short recovery. Now it goes right back in onto sector 2. This is going to get a little bit more catching up onto a Pesciat RC set for UDRS, while Nissan GTR takes 2nd place. Well, hold on. Looks like M Montoya 10 in the BMW M4 storms to overtake. That will my blocking UDRS position. And now he's coming into the pits. There you go. Looks like 3rd place for UDRS will go bronze. We'll have to catch up onto DRP 1712 in the Pesciat RC set. Will go silver for Insportec. That one might be quite giving a fascinating job out there. Every race will always taking a good spotlight whenever we'll have to take a good successful top 3 finish. But the race is not over yet. This is going to get a little bit more challenging on the heat in wave number 4. Gonna have to get ready for the tough defense. This will might have to make it last longer. So it looks like RCYR 250 is now closing in. Gonna have to take that final turn. Oh boy, this is going to get a little bit intense. Stay at the range. Looks like this is going to get a little bit close in. I'm about to close in onto DRP 1712 before moving on to the 19th lap. Only 6 more to go. This race could get a lot more faster. Will get tougher it goes. Well, hold on. Looks like this is going to get a little bit crowded situation for the 3rd and 4th place driver. Now it's time to get ready to take the battle for 2nd place, while K-John 95 in the Nissan GTR will be going in to take 1st place by the finish. But wait, DRP 1712 is slowing down and takes that short recovery. This is going to get a little bit opportunity for RCYR 250 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. Gonna have to take that blue flag. Will call in. Oh man, looks like this is gonna get a little bit closer out there. Come on, this is gonna get a little bit closer. Oh no, looks like UDRS is dropping down onto 4th place. RCYR 250 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is now going in to take 3rd place. I almost had that chance, folks. I almost barely had the chance. So this is it. Wave number 5 is going in and only 5 more laps to go. This is going to get a little bit tougher out there. DRP 1712 from Brazil in the Pesciat RC set Gr.4 is now dropping down onto 3rd place, while RCYR 250 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is taking 2nd place. This is going to be a 3-car battle out there. Better make sure this is going to be taking a 2nd place finish. But wait, this is going to get a little bit comeback out there. This is going to get a little bit unexpected. The 19th place driver overtakes by having a distraction for UDRS, while Suda 402A in the Ferrari 458 Italia Gr.4 is coming in. This is going to get a little bit intense. Gonna have to close in. I'm about to close in onto DRP 1712 is going to be taking on for a 3rd place spot. 4 more laps to go. There you go. Looks like this is going to be on the slipstream on the response. But watch out for the first turn. This is going to get a little bit harder out there. That's the ticket. That one might have a successful moment for UDRS for taking 3rd place. UDRS Insportec takes 3rd place in the Manufacturer Series. What in the most spectacular moment out there for every race seasons. What in the most wonderful effort out there. I hope I can probably take that good 3rd place finish at the top 3. This is going to be a lot of more challenging strategies to see how everybody can do it. It takes endurance without having a pit stop to be doing a required tires. So it looks like we have an update on the fastest lap time to be beating 57 seconds. M. Montoya 10 from Chile took a good job out there for doing 56.752 seconds. He's going faster out there, folks. Looks like he's going faster whenever it takes to go hard and go challenging for every driver who can probably beat his fastest lap time. This is going to be taking a lot of more racing motivation to do a lot of hard work for taking a competition race. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit harder out there for UDRS when I'm in third place. And oh man, it looks like the 19th place driver just barely took a spun out, but that one might have Dan Hawkeye in the Pesciat RC said Group 4 is going on the overtake. That one might have the chance to be on the comeback, folks. Dan Hawkeye is going in to take the comeback. So I bet this is going to be on the most fierce challenge with his Red Bull livery. And Sportec will take the action. Lap number 23 is going in. Only 2 more to go. This is going to get a lot of more heated rush out there to see how top 3 drivers are now going in to do the battle. But the strategy switched over to take third place. Dan Hawkeye is now going on to take position number 3. UDRS will have to take position number 4, while Suda 402A and the Ferrari 458 Italia will have to stay in 5th place to be on the ongoing strategy. It takes a lot of more strategies to see how this race will go on, but I mean, almost catching out of breath is going to be taking a lot of commentating to see how every racing moments to be in the FIA Gran Turismo Championship will go on. But eventually, this is going to be taking on for doing the best replay to be on the highlights until reaching up towards the finish line. But almost there. This is going to have to take lap number 24. We'll be going in to take the final lap. I bet this is going to be a lot of more action to stay strong until the final stand will have to be coming in. First to third place driver is going a little bit separate by the gap distance, but it is going to get a little bit harder out there for every driver. But this is going to have to take for only one last chance to stay on the current position. Otherwise, this might have to move down to a different position by 1. Luckily, I'm about to take that one last stand to take the defense while Suda 402A and the Ferrari 458 Italia is closing in. And here it comes. Looks like this is going to be the one last battle to be in the third round. Here we go, and let's do this. This is going to be doing great out there for K-Chon 95 in first place, RCYR 250 in second place, and Dan Hawkeye in third place. This is going to be a pretty good successful finishing out there for the top 3 drivers, while the 4th place is going to be ongoing. But here comes the final showdown. Santana _ Tiago in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport overtakes my current position. So it looks like this is going to be dropping down onto 5th place. This is going to be a most best moment out there to be in the competition race, to be in the third round, folks. It is going to be pretty challenging out to see how they can probably have to do their best. Coming in at the second sector for only one more run. And here comes the final stretch. K-John 95 is about to be going in to be at the finish line at the podium. This is going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, K-John 95 took first place at the successful win. What in the most brilliant race out there, folks. What in the most intense race ever yet. That is so awesome. That is so incredibly awesome. So now, looks like RCYR 250 took second place by the finish. Dan Hawkeye took third place in the Pesciat RC set. So it looks like Nissan GTR is going right back in the rocks. That is going to be pretty most impressive race ever yet. I cannot believe it. I'm just going to be moving on to take 6th place automatically after Everton Fuku barely took a 2-second penalty. Great race, folks. What in the most great, spectacular race ever yet. Man, feels like getting a lot of sweaty after a lot of hard work of racing. So it looks like the results has been confirmed, and luckily 6th place for UDRS will be doing a much better finish. Personal best score for the current season by having 68 points. What in the most spectacular race on Road Track C in Sardegna. Now it looks like this is going to be having some good 6th place earnings and 860 experience. Marvelous. Very marvelous race for K-John 95 in the Nissan GTR Gr.4. We'll be doing an all-wheel drive to take the 1st place finish at the most finest spot. But luckily this is going to be having a received response from Swick62 along with NTCT Tenacity 777 for apologize. Well, apology accepted, Swick62. We all tried to make everything right to do what's best for the most. So now, looks like this one might have to congratulations to the top 3 drivers for doing a good successful finish. But it is quite doing good to have a nice wonderful racing moments to be on the replay highlights. But good thing the 3rd round is finished to be on Wednesdays, and we're about to get ready to move on to take round 4 to be on Saturdays. So get ready, you guys. The switch will be coming in to take the next 3 rounds. Heads up, the next race will be taking part in Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for the Group 3 category, but it gets a lot of rain out there, so better make sure to grab the racing rain tires. We'll be ready to go for taking a lot of practice. I hope you're really enjoying watching the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, and GT Planet whenever you want. Livery vlog videos are available to watch anytime, and don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the Manufacturer series of the 2021 Exhibition series on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.